Wait, don't scroll. What I'm about to tell you is not a game. It's a story about my last year of high school. At least, I wish it was just a story. Because if you think your school is safe, you've never opened your locker and found this. A single piece of paper with 3 words written in black ink. Don't trust him. It was the first Monday of senior year. The hallways smelled like floor wax and cheap perfume, and everyone was showing off their summer tans and fake smiles. I opened my locker, already thinking about the boring history lecture waiting for me, and then I saw it. No envelope, no signature, just those words. At first, I thought it was a joke. My best friend Jake was known for pulling pranks, and he'd been waiting at my locker just a minute ago. But when I showed it to him, he looked confused. Not haha, you got me confused. More like pale, worried, and avoiding my eyes. That's when Maya walked by. She was in my chemistry class last year, quiet. The kind of girl you barely notice until you realize she's always watching. Our eyes met for half a second, and I swear, she knew something. Lunchtime rolled around. I tried to forget the note, but I couldn't stop thinking about it. Who was him? By the time the last bell rang, I was ready to throw it away and move on, until I opened my locker again and found the second note. This one was even worse. Meet me after school, alone. The note didn't say where, but my gut told me the old basketball court behind the gym. Nobody used it anymore, and the chain link fence had a hole big enough to crawl through. So, after class, I walked there slowly. The sun was setting, and the shadows stretched long across the cracked concrete. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. That's when I saw someone, tall, wearing a black hoodie, standing perfectly still near the far end. I opened my mouth to call out, but before I could say a word, someone grabbed my shoulder. "Jake, what are you doing here?" he asked. When I turned back toward the hoodie, they were gone. That night, I couldn't sleep. My phone buzzed at 1:13 a.m., an unknown number. One text, "You have 3 days." By morning, my stomach felt like it was tied in knots. At school, people were whispering about someone breaking into the chemistry lab. Nothing was stolen, just a mess left behind. But when I opened my locker, my chemistry textbook was gone. In its place, a photo of me, taken last week. I started noticing things, whispers when I walked by, doors shutting when I turned around, the feeling that someone was always a few steps behind me. 2 days left. After school, I saw Maya in the library, sitting alone at a table in the far corner. She didn't look up when I approached. Instead, she slid a manila envelope across the table. Inside, another photo of me. But this one wasn't from last week. It was from 3 years ago. My first day of high school. "Maya," I asked, "what is this?" She finally looked up. Her eyes weren't cold, they were scared. "Don't trust him," she whispered, "and stop asking questions before it's too late." Then she got up and walked away. That night, I followed Jake. He told his mom he was going to basketball practice, but instead, he walked 3 blocks past the school to an empty parking lot. And there she was, Maya. I hid behind a tree, trying to hear what they were saying. "Before Friday," Jake said. "It's the only way," Maya replied. Friday, the last day. Jake didn't show up to school. Maya kept her head down, avoiding me completely. My phone buzzed again. Same unknown number. Asterisk asterisk library. Midnight. Asterisk asterisk. That night, I snuck out. The library was dark except for a single desk lamp in the back. Footsteps echoed against the old wood floor. "Maya," I whispered. A shadow moved between the shelves. Then, the hooded figure stepped into the light and pulled back the hood. It was Maya. Before I could say anything, she raised her hands. "I'm not your enemy." She explained that Jake had been in trouble, real trouble, and someone at the school had been blackmailing him into stealing something from the chemistry lab. The notes, they were her way of keeping me away from Jake until she could figure out who was behind it. And then we heard it, the sound of a door unlocking. We hid behind the shelves as someone walked in. It wasn't a student. It was Mr. Carter, our chemistry teacher. He went straight to a hidden drawer behind the librarian's desk, pulling out a small locked box. Maya whispered, "That's it. That's what Jake was supposed to take." I stepped out. "Why?" Mr. Carter froze, then smiled. "You shouldn't be here." The next moments were a blur. Maya grabbed the box. I blocked the door, and Mr. Carter lunged for us. We ran, through the library, down the hall, out the side door. By the time we reached the street, the police sirens were already in the distance, apparently. Maya had called them before I arrived. They found evidence in the box, proof that Mr. Carter had been stealing from the school's science budget and selling chemicals illegally. Jake was cleared of everything. The next Monday, things felt normal again. No more notes, no more unknown texts, until I opened my locker. A single slip of paper. This time, it only said, ***, thank you. ***, signed Jake.